Turn your volume up. It's time for Donnie Jones Live with Donnie Jones and Mardy McFly.
It's time to tune in and grab a seat. Food for thought, you in for a treat. Hot topics, knowledge being spread. It's like warm butter across the bread. Smooth, I know you like that. Flow with the grain and don't fight that. You want righteous love, you found the right match. With Mardy McFly, they on the right track. Yeah, gotta dig through dirt to plant the seed. Spread roots till you sprout like a tree. Donnie Jones, she the one you wanna see. Donnie Jones Live, this is where you wanna be. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live.
Welcome to Donnie Jones Live. I am Donnie the Tree Lady.
And I am that guy, Mardy McFly.
Who is Fly?
I try my best to every week, every day, you know. I'm trying to be fly.
I got to figure mine out. I came up with a new one. I was like, I'm Donnie Jones. I'm locked and loaded. You know, locked because I got locks on
Okay. I thought you were just
I'm
going to be
work on it.
I thought you were just going to be like the arborist. Donnie
No,
Jones, the tree lady.
Donnie the Tree Lady.
Right,
I am
the tree
locked
lady.
and loaded.
Locks and loaded.
I said locked and loaded. Loaded with passion, commitment, and advice to help people make their dreams come true.
Oh, boy. You know what? You starting to sound like an infomercial.
You know what?
You know, that's one of those things.
Well, maybe that's what we need as an infomercial. Don't be messing with my stuff.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm locked and loaded and I'm motivated to change lives.
Yes, exactly.
People
that's how you be sounding on your commercials.
I know, but I can't talk like that in regular life. You know, like
talk like that in regular life.
I'm saying I can't go to like a McDonald's and be like, hi, can I have a double cheeseburger and some fries, please? You know,
okay. Well, I will work on the delivery, but that's the direction I'm going in.
Okay,
I kind of like it.
Inspiring people, yes.
Yeah. Okay, because on this show, what we like to talk about is faith, family, and fun, and then we like to talk about a little entrepreneurship, right?
I like to ruffle people's feathers.
Well, yeah, that's true. But generally, when we ruffle people's feathers, isn't that what we're usually talking about?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, you're right, and I'll agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, but we have fun doing it.
We have fun doing it.
Okay, so I will agree to work on that a little bit more because I can tell you're not really feeling where I'm going with this. But just know that I'm working on it because you told me I be what did you say? I be phoning it in. So I was trying to be professional.
You do the same thing that a lot of ministers do on Sunday. You just kind of just mail it in sometimes.
Yeah,
like that unprepared.
Do you know how long it took me to write that?
Those 3 lines. No, I wouldn't have told nobody that. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't even brought that. Do you know how long it took me?
I'm locked. My hair is. I got locks, y'all. So for those of you that go check us out on YouTube at Donnie Jones Live, that's Doni Jones Live. You'll see I got locks. So I was thinking locked and loaded.
Okay, that's so creative. Yeah.
So anyway, what's going on with you?
That's what I was about to say. You know, it's a lot of different things going on with me this week. I am blessed. You know, I got a good bill of health this week. I did go to the hospital. You know, took a night there, which was actually cool. You know, I need But anyway, did some hospital thing, did some visiting with some sick, and a really good positive week and everything. Yeah. I don't want to date the show or anything like that, but I heard about your little guy dropping out of the race and everything.
Yeah,
and
wait a minute. Whoa.
I just wanted to say, I told you so.
Has not dropped out the race.
Well, your woman dropped off, so now you switched to a guy.
My girl dropped off, and now
Yep.
Okay, I don't know if I can say who I like now because y'all might kick me off the radio station. That's
and every time you like somebody, they drop out. So
exactly. So
don't say nothing.
I'm definitely not gonna say something. But your boy Biden's still in there.
Yeah. He's still there. His numbers are going down. But,
exactly.
But but he's still in the race. I just said like that. He's still got to fight. But there's so much going on. So like one of the topics that I wanted to ask you about, you're not gonna
ask me about my day.
Oh, okay. Well, your week. How was your week?
Don't worry about it. Let's find out what's going on. What's your subject?
I wanted to know about what you think about that the queen and her family and her in that whole situation about them getting out the palace and all that kind of stuff.
Mardy.
And they're going to drop their last name and can they come back to the family reunions, and
okay, here's my thing with this. At first, I mean, actually, I'm 100% supportive and I can see why. And I respect the man that can say, you know what, I choose my wife and I choose our happiness over all this pomp and circumstances or whatever. So I respect Harry for doing that. But actually one of our producers, one of our guys here in the station said that he was wondering, is he a faithful husband?
A faithful husband, or a strong husband, right? Or a weak husband.
How did you word it? You can say
But he said, is he a weak husband or a strong husband?
God.
Well, come close to the
husband or a weak man.
Yes, is he a devoted husband or a weak man? So I'm gonna lean on devoted husband. But here's the school of thought about him being a weak man. I guess they were thinking, this guy. When she signed up to to marry him,
right?
She knew what she was getting into. She knew what she was getting into. So is he bending to her will, or is he standing up for what he believes in? So I'm going to take it as this man is standing up for what he believes in and standing strong for his wife and making his own path. That's the school of thought that I am. But I kind of understand where they're coming from, asking if he's kind of a weak man for doing this.
Well, I don't see him being a weak man at all. In any aspect of it.
But can you see how they think that, or do you know?
Nah. I'm saying it ain't that. Regardless of whatever she don't put on that man, it ain't that good to leave my whole royalty and all that stuff. It's like this. Okay, what's the longevity of him?
What?
Think about that. What's the longevity? He's never going to be the king.
Right.
So it's
but wait a minute. Why do you say he's never going to be the king? I mean, isn't he the next in line?
No. His brother's kids after that. So if his brothers, something happened to his brother, then it's his brother's older son. Goes, not his brother's. Yeah. So it'd be his brother. Okay. And if his brother has a son, of course, who's a prince now, it'd go down that lineage. It wouldn't go to him. So in a sense, he's not going to get the throne. Okay.
Okay, but because he's not going to get the throne, I get that. Do you think it's okay, or do you think it's right that the public expects all of these things for him because of the position that he's in, that all of a sudden he's backing away from that because of his relationship?
After a while, yes. I would be like, because we look at it as, well, you get everything, though.
Yeah.
And it's like they're saying we lose everything. I can't walk down the street no more,
right.
Without having security, paparazzi, everybody's taking pictures.
But my question is this. I agree with the decision, and I agree with them wanting to have their own life. But no matter where they go, right. They're going to be followed like that.
They're going to be followed like that. But now they're not going to be dictated to say, you got to be here, you got to be there, you got to do this. You can't have a job, you can't do this, and everything.
Because wasn't there a thing where they were even complaining? Like, I remember one time they were even complaining about the way she got out of the car.
Right. It is too much.
She didn't do something like...
It's too much. You hold your fork the wrong way. It's like with royalty, you're supposed to hold your fork a certain way. Everything. And it's kind of like, I don't want to sign up with that. I just want to be, and I bet when they were dating,
right,
it was a totally different thing.
Right.
Now that she's married, it's a whole, I'm saying, like, when I got married, me and my wife, it was one thing. Right. We got married, then I took her to a family reunion. Right. And it was like, what the, this is how your family really is? Okay, look, we don't have to be together in your family reunion.
Right.
You do because I don't want to sign up for all of that. So I'm saying, I'm not mad at her. And any, look, brothers, sisters, understand something. If you got a spouse that want to work,
preach.
That is not something that you look negatively on.
Right. Right.
If she is a paid, come on, she ain't got to, but she still want to go out there and get a job.
That's right.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
But I think she also wants to make her own way and have her own life. Outside of being royal.
Right.
I guess my only question, which I can kind of sympathize with what other people are saying, is that she signed up for this.
Yeah.
But I don't think she necessarily signed up to be scrutinized the way she is. I don't think she signed up to be abused the way she is in the public, because they are brutal. The British press is brutal.
And she's like, look, her. I just fell in love with a man. Yeah. And we had a plan for our life, and now it's the world trying to dictate our life, and we just want to be pushed back from this. This ain't what we really want. Yeah. So I'm okay with that.
Well, I'm all for people going for what they know, and I'm all for people making a stand in their own life. And actually, if you have an opinion about this, you can call us at
1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-DONI. Because you know what? I got a question for you, because you told me something the beginning of the show, right before we got on the show, that I wanted to ask some questions about, because you said you and your church was doing something, right?
Yeah, we're doing, okay. Now, I'm going to be real transparent about this. I've already messed up, and it's the first day. Okay, I was doing good, and I'm not only did I messed up really bad. But we're doing this whole fasting thing, and basically we're praying for spiritual guidance. We're playing. What the heck is up with you and your cell
I don't know.
phone?
This not even a
you
call.
You usually dogging me.
I know this was a timer. I don't know. It's just I'm sorry. I don't know. But
and that ain't even the right time.
It is.
But
go ahead.
How was that? Okay, so anywho, on my church is doing this thing where we're fasting, right. So you don't eat from 6 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the evening, and then we're trying to do something as a congregation that will help us.
Okay.
Come together and
that's
get
one of those
clarity.
That's one of those conversations.
And pray for our community.
That
how do you feel about that?
Some people they might look they gonna call the station. They might look at me a little differently, or they might.
Okay, what's your?
I want to ask you. Okay, like what's the purpose of fasting for one?
Okay, well I do. Okay, two things. I do intermittent fasting. That's one of the ways I've been able to lose weight.
Okay.
Is that
so it's a diet
for me?
Okay.
Okay. But this other fasting so I do it for health. I do it for clarity. I feel better. My system gives my system a break. This new fast that my church has come up with this week is for spiritual guidance. Okay. And to bring our congregation together to be on one accord. We're asking for guidance for our nations, for our politicians, and then and honestly, what God's will is for our congregation. So I got a feeling, and I can hear from the tone of your voice that you feel some kind of way about this. So tell me.
I ask questions about it, because a lot of people
What is your question about it?
Where is it at in the Bible?
What isn't it? There is a. Okay,
This
is where you got me, because there's stuff that I be thinking is in the Bible, and then when I get to talking to you, because you being a Bible scholar, you're like, that ain't in the Bible. So are you getting ready to tell me that from what you know, fasting is not in the Bible?
I'm not.
I want to hear it from your words.
I'm just saying, certain things that. They say, well, for one, if you are fasting,
I'm looking this up right now. Go ahead.
If you are fasting, you don't really supposed to tell people about it.
Right, but okay. Okay, back up. Yeah. It came up because I told you about it.
Yeah.
Because
actually, hold that thought. Let's do that on the other side. Because this is gonna be a good conversation.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a good conversation.
If I know you already got a thought about that, all right? So just call us 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-DONI.
Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live.
Hey, got a comment about the show? Give us a call at 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-3664.
Hey, write this number down. 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. Have you ever thought about having a produced commercial for your next event? Your church anniversary, birthday, family reunion? Or if you just need some production work done, VAST Productions can help. We're an audio-video production house specializing in making your audio and video dreams come to life. Thinking about a family documentary or a church history story? Call us at 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278. VAST Productions has over 20 years of production experience, and we're ready to work for you. To get started, just call 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278.
Hey, I'm Donnie the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service and author of From Failure to Fabulous. From Failure to Fabulous is my opportunity to share with you my trials and tribulations of growing a tree service or growing a small business and making it successful by overcoming adversity, and also giving you some tidbits on what you can do on a day-to-day basis to achieve your dreams and be the best that you can be. And you can find us on Amazon. You can go to Donnie Jones Live. Anywhere that books are sold, you should be able to find us.
Hey, this is Marty McFly, and real quick, I want to invite you to join me in ministry. Yeah, seriously, I want you to join me in ministry. It's called Turning Point. Log on to YouTube
and type in Turning Point. You should see a picture of me pop up there. You know, me in my little robe doing my thing. But anyway, type in Turning Point, push play, check it out. And if you like it, subscribe. All right? And I hope it'll be a blessing to your life, too.
Now, back to more Donnie Jones Live with Donnie and Mardy McFly.
Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live.
Welcome back to Donnie Jones Live. I am Donnie the Tree Lady.
And I am that guy, Mardy McFly.
Yes. Okay. I want to go back to something you were asking.
Yeah.
This is specifically, because I wanted to look it up. This is specifically why we're doing it. It says prayer and fasting prepares us for the challenges, opportunities, and problems of life so that we can be more than conquerors.
Okay. So y'all can be more than conquerors.
Yes.
You know, I'm not even actually going to go against the grain and say, you know, fasting isn't in the Bible or anything like that. But I am going to say, you know, it's certain things that you have to make sure that you're doing it the proper way and for the proper reasons.
Okay.
You know, for one, you're not doing it to show everybody that, you know, I'm suffering. You know,
right, definitely not
thing,
that.
You know, and
Absolutely.
it's kind of like a thing of a self.
That's
thing,
why I ate a chicken wing, and y'all know I don't eat chicken. That's how hungry I was.
And you know, another thing is,
I don't eat meat.
I don't, because
I ate some today.
Me myself, I don't fast. You know,
okay.
I don't really believe in it as much. You know,
tell me about that.
Certain people do, but it's a thing for me that I'm always trying to get closer to Christ.
Yeah,
you know, and I'm always trying to.
Well, maybe you should fast. I'm just kidding.
I'm saying, you know, it's like the Bible says, you know, food is to the stomach, you know, but it doesn't do anything else for you, you know. And then
I don't believe that, because I feel I've had certain teas and certain
like Jesus said, he comes into the body and it goes out, you know, to the waste in a sense, you know.
But certain foods can make you feel a certain way. Foods can be healing.
Right, and the lack of it is not going to bring you to Christ.
No, it doesn't bring you to. Okay,
I'm just saying,
okay, but let's take religion out of there. There's a lot of cultures that fast,
right?
And what it does, it gives you. For me, it helps me give me more mental clarity.
Okay.
I feel calmer.
Okay.
I just feel good, but it's usually about the second or third day that I start the feeling good. First day, I'm like, I'm gonna die, but the second or third day, even the fourth day, I'm like, oh, I got this. I get into a groove.
Now, is that your diet, just the changing of your diet, but that's not like your spiritual, like if you were going out and you was meditating, okay, and you were still eating breakfast, you know, and you're meditating, do you think you'll still get that clarity?
Ooh, I think so, but I'm just saying, I've seen, okay, I've never done an extended fast with the church before. This is the first time I'm doing collectively with my church. Right. So this is a new experience for me.
I understand if you
but
listen
I've
to me,
had
I'm
friends.
not saying don't fast, you know,
right.
I'm just saying, you know, there's different opinions about fasting,
right.
and one of those things for me is just like I don't.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Like you can meditate, prayer, and everything right after breakfast. How is that different than if you do it right after fasting? And I gotta admit, I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think, and I'm probably on the next break. I'm gonna look up the Bible verses that kind of talk about that.
Okay.
You know, because I know Paul gets into fasting, and you know, in the sense Jesus kind of talks about it a little bit. You know, in the sense of.
But I thought you said it wasn't in there.
I didn't say it wasn't in there. I said just clarification of why are you doing it, and understanding the whole principles around
Okay, well,
it.
I have a question. Why do people in the Bible fast?
Who did?
Okay, I'm so confused right now.
I'm just saying, you know.
I thought you were asking that as if to say.
That's why I said, I'm gonna pull it up. Just so I can make sure that I'm articulating it correctly to you.
You already know you're articulating it correctly. And then you're going to come back with some Bible verse that makes me look stupid and you look right, just like you always do.
People
but I know
say stuff all the time that is just like, well, that ain't really.
Yeah, I know. Like my favorite was the cleanliness was next to godliness. Yeah, cleanliness is next to godliness. I straight up, because my grandma said it all the time. Yeah. I thought that was a real one.
It's a lot of different things. And
you know?
It's like, no.
Or they misinterpret it. They'll say stuff like, you know, a rich man has a better chance, doesn't have a chance to get with the eye of the needle. What are you saying?
It's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to go to heaven. And that's a whole different.
It's a whole different thing, but people don't even realize it might be difficult, but it's not impossible. And it had nothing to do with an actual needle. There was an actual area in the Middle East you know, that they called the eye of the needle, and the camels had to kind of get down low in order to get through that passage, but it wasn't impossible.
Look at you with a little knowledge. Go ahead with your bad shit.
I told you I read a little bit.
People always say, I don't see how a camel can get through a needle.
Yeah, it's a passageway in the Middle East.
Anything the God you don't want to do, he can do.
I know. I know.
But no, there's a lot of things, and then keep in mind, people do utilize little small parts of that,
right,
to really try to sell their point, you know.
Right.
And a lot of times it's not accurate, unfortunately. You know, it's not accurate. Like they will say, you know, quickly, women don't even supposed to speak in church.
Yeah, where did that one come from?
It's a passage where Paul was talking to an individual church,
right,
about a situation in an individual church, about, you know, in a sense, some females in an individual church. And was saying what y'all need to do with these individuals in this individual church. Why was Paul so concerned
about what these women need to do in the first place?
Well, the thing I'm saying, because if you go back to
y'all know these are all jokes, right?
Well, it's jokes, but then there's also an educational aspect too, because during that time, a lot of women, they was having churches in their own house,
right?
And I got questions. It's a lot of times, you know, it's like it's hard for you to be quiet sometimes, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Right, and you got questions.
I'm a talker.
You were talking. You got questions. And
right.
Sometimes, if a man ain't got the answer,
right,
then you still gonna drill him. And they was like, okay, now Paul, how do we deal with this?
Right.
You know, we got Sister Keisha over here,
right,
always asking questions. All right. Now she just been disrupting church all Sunday. Now what should we do with Sister Keisha, Paul?
Right.
And he's like, well, look, y'all should tell Keisha. All right, tell Keisha just, you know, reserve her questions to after church and just ask her husband, and that'll be a conversation.
But here's the thing, though. What if her husband didn't have the answer? There's a lot of women that I know that are smarter than their husbands.
Time out. In this
areas.
Context, in this place,
right,
in this church,
right,
Keisha, you need to go to your husband, because your husband can talk to the elder,
right,
and be able to resolve it that way.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
People do.
So back then, the woman wasn't allowed to go to the elder directly.
Not at that time. It was just a different time, different culture, you know. But that's what they were saying.
Yeah, I would have had a problem in that culture.
No, you wouldn't, because that would have been a ray of life then.
No.
Understand.
I have a problem in this culture.
I know, but the things that you have a problem in this culture is based on where you're at in culture.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, right now.
You don't think there were rebellious women back then?
Yes, there was rebellious women back then,
and women that got on people's nerves and talked too much and stuff like that. And
that's why you got books of the Bible saying them women should have been quiet.
Okay,
because just because doing that time. I'm not saying that I would agree with that now.
Okay, thank you.
But I'm saying those are things that in the
Bible,
and
that was their opinion.
That was a way of life.
It was a way of life, but it was also some man's opinion that was put in the Bible saying that women should be quiet. And then there's people that took that word and went too far with it. They went too far with it.
How you say went too far with it?
Talking about women can't. Okay, there are even cultures, even to this day, that will not let women speak in church based on how they interpreted something in the Bible.
That's true.
So what I'm saying is that back then I probably would have been one of those rebellious women that got in trouble.
Yeah, they stoned them too.
Yeah. Okay, then I just would have been stoned, and I would have picked up one of them stones and threw them back at them. Yes, I would have. I'd have been like Superwoman. No, I would have been like Wonder Woman. That's what I would have. I would have had a big old shield, and then made out of metal,
and see,
titanium.
That's what one of the things that people we get into our minds are like, well, if I was there during that time, I would have just, that's that Kanye West mentality.
What a minute.
I'm just saying.
What the heck is that about?
No, it was a choice.
West?
That was a choice.
No,
the
slavery
women
was not a choice.
I know, but that's what they say.
Don't be putting Kanye on me. He closely related to you.
The same thing that you're saying is, if I was back then, I would have just went against the grain.
Okay, let me explain why I can say this with such passion. Okay, when I was a young girl, and actually one of our guys is putting together a video about this. So if you guys follow me on Facebook, you'll be seeing this over the next week or so.
When they put in that order.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
when we get a PO system, but that's a whole other story. But when I was a young girl, I had a father. I have a father that was very dominating.
Right.
Okay. And he had a tendency to, if he got off his rocker, he would hit people. Right. Meaning his kids and his wife and my mom or whatever. Well, I was like 15 or 16 years old. And my dad wanted to say something to me or come at me sideways and tell me something that was basically And what I felt was hypocritical because I knew what he was doing out in the streets. So I didn't want to hear nothing from him about how to do this and how to do that. And I'm like, wait a minute, you living dirty, but you trying to come home and act like you a saint. So I didn't want to hear it, right? So because I didn't want to hear it, he comes to my room and tries to start speaking over me. And I was like, no, I don't want to hear this. And he went to hit me and I moved. So then he was like, okay, well, I'll grab something and hit you with, because my dad would grab anything, whatever was close to you. He grabbed a vacuum cleaner. And he went to hit me with it. And I jumped up on top of my bed, in the middle of the bed. I stood up in the middle of my bed. I said, let me tell you something. If you hit me again, I will kill you. And I mean it. I said, I will kill you. You put your hands on me or one of my siblings again, I will kill you. Right. And I promise you, to this day, that was the last time he put his hands on me.
Now, see, that was good in your culture at that time. See,
there's people like that back then.
No. In different times, different cultures. My mother grew up in Black Hawk, Mississippi. Right. Well, it was okay for you to kill your child. Okay. Now, no. During that time, in the backwoods, in the 50s, and in the backwoods, you got 18, 17 kids. Right. You can lose one. Now you want to go back in the backwoods and say, "Daddy, you touch me again, I'm gonna kill you." Oh, really? You about to get hung right now? Look.
But guess what?
And guess what? You be in a pond.
And there were kids that probably wound up in a pond.
I had 16 uncles. Right. I got 10 now. The rest of you don't know nothing about.
But here's the thing, though. I'm just saying. Can I be honest with you? At that moment, I was 15, 16 years old. At that moment, I was willing to risk my life if he had put his hands on me. Right. Meaning, of course, he's bigger than me and stronger than me and whatever, but I was going to do whatever I had to do to protect myself or to do whatever. If I had to wait till he went to sleep and killed him, I was going to kill him if he ever put his hands on me. So what I'm saying is, you're right. The 16, 17 nephews or the kids or whatever, some of them came up missing, but I guarantee you there's some of them that dad or that uncle or whoever never put his hands on again.
They probably didn't put their hands on him again, or they made a decision like, do I really want to kill him now? Or I'm going to think about it tomorrow. Because I'm saying this seriously. I'm saying if my child said, I'm going to kill you if you spank me.
No, spanking is different.
It depends on how far you want to get.
We got to take a break.
My spanking might be hard.
Okay.
It might be,
okay, dude. If you guys have an opinion about this, if y'all have an opinion about this, call.
Put them paws on them.
What do they call?
1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-DONI. Put them paws on them.
I will be right back, y'all.
It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live.
Hey, got a comment about the show? Give us a call at 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-3664.
Hey, write this number down. 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. Have you ever thought about having a produced commercial for your next event? Your church anniversary, birthday, family reunion, or if you just need some production work done, VAST Productions can help. We're an audio video production house specializing in making your audio and video dreams come to life. Thinking about a family documentary or a church history story? Call us at 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278. VAST Productions has over 20 years of production experience, and we're ready to work for you. To get started, just call 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278.
Hey, I'm Donnie the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service and author of From Failure to Fabulous. From Failure to Fabulous is my opportunity to share with you my trials and tribulations of growing a tree service or growing a small business and making it successful by overcoming adversity, and also giving you some tidbits on what you can do on a day-to-day basis to achieve your dreams and be the best that you can be. And you can find us on Amazon. You can go to Donnie Jones Live. Anywhere that books are sold, you should be able to find us.
Hey, this is Marty McFly, and real quick, I want to invite you to join me in ministry. Yeah, seriously, I want you to join me in ministry. It's called Turning Point. Log on to YouTube and type in Turning Point. You should see a picture of me pop up there, me in my little robe doing my thing. But anyway, type in Turning Point, push play, check it out, and if you like it, subscribe. All right? And I hope it'll be a blessing to your life, too.
Now, back to more Donnie Jones Live with Donnie and Mardy McFly.
Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live.
Welcome back to Donnie Jones Live. I am locked and loaded, and I'm Donnie the Tree Lady.
And I am that guy, Mardy McFly. I ain't locked and loaded or nothing like that.
You just got curly hair.
Yeah, for the day, I'm curly.
Okay, it was so funny, y'all. Yeah, I wish I could have had a picture.
You caught me off.
We shot a show because we do another program called The Donnie Jones Show where we highlight people in the community that are doing great things. Mm-hmm. And so we showed up at the
off
shoot,
day.
and he had a hat on, right? But he couldn't get the earphones over the hat. And so he took the hat off. I was like, what the heck? Because I'd never seen your hair like that before. Yeah. He had a straight up afro. Afro. Okay, afro.
Yeah, so my hair is about a good couple of inches up here.
It is.
You know, and it's a lot longer, but you know, when I'm trying to be professional, you know, it's just I gotta, get it down
good.
to the.
It looks good today, y'all.
But then when I go back to my hood, to the house, I gotta look like,
They gotta check you out.
Right, I gotta have a big afro.
If y'all want to check out Marty, check out our YouTube channel, Donnie Jones Live. That's DONI Jones Live. Also, by the way, guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel and tell your friends to subscribe.
Yes. Y'all will love
Our goal is to get at least 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And we need your help to do that. So we can't do that ourselves. We can't be going on putting fake accounts and describe. So we need your help. Subscribe. We got like 4 right now. So, we got 9,000, 99,000.
We got more than 4.
I think we got 6. Okay, so we need y'all help.
We need y'all help. But anyway, we were just, doing a break. We're having an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
And it kind of went to different kind of areas and everything.
Okay, let me tell you why it happened. Because in the last segment, I talked about how I told my dad, we talk about family on this show. I told my dad that if he put his hands on me again, I would kill him.
Right.
And so somehow the subject of slavery came up, and I was like, dude, I would have been one of the slaves that would have got killed. And that's what you were saying. You were saying, no, you wouldn't.
Some of other producers came in, and they was like, no, because you would have been broken by the age of 3.
It got hot in here.
They would have trained you to be a slave. You wouldn't have had that same passion and everything that you have now, because right now you a pro-black woman.
Yes.
But back then you would have been a pro-black slave.
Absolutely not. Yes. And let me tell you why. Because even back then, for people that, were conditioned from the time they were 2 or 3 years old to be a slave, there are people that woke up one day and was like, this is crise. I'm not.
What do you think made you a positive, black, strong black woman? Huh? Like gave you that spirit of just.
I will say this.
Did somebody teach you that? Did you see that on TV?
I don't know if it was TV or what.
Inspired by Martin Luther King?
You just brought up some serious emotions. My dad I was a daddy's girl.
Right,
And my dad always talked, he didn't beat us a lot when we were younger, but when we got to the age where we were like teenagers, teenagers get a little crazy.
Did you ever see your father get beat?
Never.
Oh, okay.
No, never, ever.
All right. So I wonder would that have changed you when you was growing up if you saw your father getting beat down? Would that still made you a strong person?
I don't think my dad got beat down. I think
No, I'm saying during the slavery time, if you saw your father getting beat down, would that have changed
Would you let me finish?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay,
just making that point.
Let me get back to my emotional moment.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So anywho, I was a daddy's girl.
Right.
And even to some degree, even though I don't deal with him on that kind of level, I'm still a daddy's girl because a lot of who I am comes from a little bit of who he is. Mm-hmm. So one day he had beat the crap out of my mom. And she had a bloody face, bloody eye, bloodshot eye, whatever. And so he came up to her, and my dad had this sick thing that he used to do. He used to beat the shit out of her, then he'd go to work, and then he'd come back with a whole bunch of groceries, smile on his face, acting like nothing happened, and then he'd put his arms around her and kiss her. And little kiss, even kiss where the little bruises were and stuff like that. And he'd be like, oh, Sugar Plum, I love you. That's he called my mom, And she'd just be in their kitchen cooking or whatever. And I remember thinking vividly, if you love somebody, you don't do that to them. Something in me snapped. I was like, that's not love.
Right.
And so when he went to hit me or would hit me, something broke inside of me. Obviously I was like I was probably 11 when I hit this realization that that's not love. And I don't know why, but I just believe it was the Holy Spirit working something out in me. But I remember thinking that's not love. And so anytime he would hit me, something inside of me would break. to move further away from him, like emotionally. He'd do it again, move further away from him. So by the time I was 15, 16 years old, I had no problem standing up to him, because the feeling that you would feel naturally towards your father wasn't there. So I'm saying that to say, I don't know what broke in me, but I know God had something to do with it. And if it was not for that, I wouldn't be the woman I am today, if God wouldn't have woke up something inside of me. So I don't know why that doesn't happen for everybody. I don't know why I went with it and said, okay, I'm changing my life and I'm standing up to this guy. But going back to slavery, I really honestly believe that I would have been one of them slaves that was like, oh, hell no. No, I would have been one. I would have been part of the rebel group, and I may have been killed. I may have been slaughtered because of it. I may have been lynched. I may have been raped and murdered, and my body torn up and thrown out to the dogs or the hogs. That would have been my lot in life, and I would have been fine with that, because in my mind, I believe that's who I would have been.
You know, I can understand that.
And there were women that did that, and men that did that.
Here's the thing. I can understand that, because I'd have that same kind of confidence.
Right.
And like, I'd be in line, and that dude that's right in front of me, who was me and him talking like we gonna stand up, soon as they hit him with that whip, I'm like, yes, master. What you want me to do? Because I say that would break me. Look, I'm learning from his example. You know,
well, you light skinned, you would have got well.
Hey,
no, I'm just kidding.
I would have got whipped. No, I would not have, because I would have played the role.
You would have played the job.
I would. Yep. I saw what happened to him. Saw what happened.
Your name is Toby.
Yeah, shoot, you can call me Darnell right now. Okay, and I ain't even gonna fight with you. I see that whip? Nope.
My name is Kunta Kinte.
My name would be Kunta.
I would have been
Dexter,
Kunta Kinte.
Whatever. No, I'm saying because, and especially because what I was asking you earlier is, you can have that, like, I'm a stand up, I'm a stand up. If you don't see that person in front of you getting beat down. Right. If you don't think about what the real possibility is. But when these people during that time saw the people that they had so much respect for getting beat down. Right. I can't have respect for the father that's been beat down by these people.
But here's the thing,
and he can't stand up for himself.
But here's the thing, though, Marty. Once again, going back to who I am, I saw my own mother getting beat down. So if anything,
but that's a different person.
I would have been like, okay, I better not stand up to this dude because he's gonna beat the.
It's a.
Oh my gosh, beat the stuff out of me too.
It's a different dynamic. It's a different dynamic in the marriage. Okay. The mother is the caregiver. The father is the protector and everything.
Right. Okay.
You lost the protector. Okay. The role of him, and you now are trying to protect your family. Okay.
Right. Okay.
You're standing up, but it's a different thing doing back then because it's the whole society was built like that. You're thinking right now because what happened to you made you who you are. Right. Back then, the whole society was against black people.
I agree, but Marty, we are here today because somebody said enough. A lot of people said, "I'm not doing."
It was a war.
It was war, but okay.
They wanted to win the war. Right. Lincoln did not like us. He wanted to win the war.
Can you preach and tell the truth? Ain't that the truth? You know, that is true. A lot of people, y'all need to read your history books because y'all be giving Abraham Lincoln all this credit, and y'all. Okay. Yes, he
and if that didn't happen at that time, we would
emancipation. But there was a reason. It was a business move. Mm-hmm. You know, it was he had morals and stuff like that, and he kind of questioned slavery and stuff. But honestly, if you want to go back, there was a business move. Whole nother subject, whole nother show. Right. But going back to what you're saying, I can't 100% agree with you because there were people back there that did stand up.
They did.
And they died. And that's okay. But it gets to a point
stand up. Where yes, and I'm not saying
think about those of us, think about the 60s and 70s where we were out there protesting and the civil rights and everything, and we're getting beat up and sitting at the counters and getting bitten by dogs and stuff like that because somebody was willing to put their lives on the line.
Right. It was different times, different contexts at different times. Right. And I agree with you. I'm saying, but you can't take your emotions and who you are now and say, if I was in that place 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago, and if I grew up in that era, I'd be different.
Okay, I would then I'll phrase it like this. I would like to think that that's who I would have been.
Right. Everybody wasn't a Harriet Tubman.
Exactly.
Right.
That's why. Okay, the reason why there's a Harriet Tubman is because everybody was not a Harriet Tubman. That's why she stood out. I personally believe that I would have been the next Harriet Tubman, because even now, if you think about, and even you would have been too. Think about what we do on our show. We talk. That's not true, Marty. You be trying to open people's minds. You be talking about scriptures and how they can be misinterpreted.
I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna talk to you all day, but we ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna run. I'd inspire you, but I ain't gonna run. No, I won't. I want to eat in the morning. Master feed me good. I stay in the house. You live in the field. I'm sorry. I can see why you want to go. Shoot, hey, I'm just being real. Hey, sorry.
Marty,
hey, boss.
Okay.
That song again.
Granted, but I guarantee you there were house Negroes that didn't want to be in the house anymore. Well, they didn't want to be in the field, but I'm saying they didn't want to. I don't know.
Choose.
Do you think that?
Huh?
I never thought about that.
What? That if
think about it. Think about what was that movie?
Django.
Django. Yeah, where the part that Samuel L. Jackson played.
Yeah,
that would have been you.
That would have been me. I ain't gonna lie. I would have been. Master, we sick today? What's wrong, Master? It'll always be us, Master. We ain't feeling good, boss?
Oh my God.
Wrong?
You guys, if you have an opinion about this,
Yeah, talk about
you know
me.
what, tell us who you would have been. I want all of you. I want these lines blowing up. Y'all tell us which slaves y'all would have been.
Who y'all be?
Would y'all be the Harriet Tubman, or would you been over here like Marty? Okay.
Calvin.
Would you been
okay?
Kunta Kinte, or would you have been?
Give us a call at 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-DONI. And let us know. Yeah, I know we didn't plan on this conversation.
No, we totally didn't.
But think about that. Who would you be? Would you be trying to run away?
Absolutely.
Or would you just be like, you know what?
Dude, I'm already. Okay, I'm the same lady that called somebody out at church. Okay,
I know.
That's who I am.
You the one to come back with dog bites. I'm the one to be like, put in that box, boss. We'll be right back.
Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live.
Hey, got a comment about the show? Give us a call at 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-3664.
Hey, write this number down. 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. Have you ever thought about having a produced commercial for your next event? Your church anniversary, birthday, family reunion, or if you just need some production work done? VAST Productions can help. We're an audio video production house specializing in making your audio and video dreams come to life. Thinking about a family documentary or a church history story? Call us at 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278. VAST Productions has over 20 years of production experience, and we're ready to work for you. To get started, just call 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278.
Hey, I'm Donnie the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service and author of From Failure to Fabulous. From Failure to Fabulous is my opportunity to share with you my trials and tribulations of growing a tree service or growing a small business and making it successful by overcoming adversity, and also giving you some tidbits on what you can do on a day-to-day basis to achieve your dreams and be the best that you can be. And you can find us on Amazon. You can go to Donnie Jones Live. Anywhere that books are sold, you should be able to find us.
Hey, this is Marty McFly, and real quick, I want to invite you to join me in ministry. Yeah, seriously, I want you to join me in ministry. It's called Turning Point. Log on to YouTube and type in Turning Point. You should see a picture of me pop up there, me in my little robe doing my thing. But anyway, type in Turning Point, push play, check it out, and if you like it, subscribe. All right? And I hope it'll be a blessing to your life, too.
Now, back to more Donnie Jones Live with Donnie and Marty McFly.
Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live.
Welcome back to Donnie Jones Live. I am Donnie, also known as Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, just Harriet. Just Harriet. And I still be that guy, Marty McFly, and I'm gonna I will be a snitch during slavery, just like I'm a snitch. Oh my God.
Did you just say that? Oh my God. I thought we had moved on.
We can move on, but I'm just letting you know, don't do nothing illegal with me, because I am not the one.
Marty.
I ain't made for prison. I'm going to cut a deal quickly.
And I'm going to be the one leading y'all to the north, okay? I'm going to be the one saying we got to stand up against this. I'm going to be the one saying, listen, there's 500 of us, and there's only 2 of them in the big house. We can take them. That's going to be me. And Marty, if he up there in the big house with them, y'all know we got to take him out because he going to snitch on us.
I will be in the meeting with y'all.
He going to sick the dogs. You ain't going to be in the meeting. How you going to be? Because we know now.
Nah, trust me.
You going to go back to Massa and tell him?
Yep.
Y'all, I think
Calvin, Master, they coming to get us.
But you know what? I want to say something. I want to say something right here. We joking about this, but I do think we need to say something and address something.
Okay.
Back then, believe it or not, that was a way to survive.
Yes.
And if you didn't know any better and you had that bright skin with that curly hair or whatever, that's how you survived.
Yep.
You know? And that's how you made a better life for your family. Somebody might call you Uncle Tom and you whoop-de-woo and you this, that, and the third and, you know, you a half-breed or whatever. But back then, we got to respect all of our history.
Yes.
You know, we can't be putting people down. And that's where a lot of this...
You had to have some of them to go through it so they could finish the race.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like, long as you can stay alive and keep your family alive.
And you're a scholar, so you would have been one of the ones that I hope would have been teaching some of the darker ones how to read and stuff.
No, I would be teaching the darker ones how to get by, how to be quiet. Be like, okay, when master tell you to do this, you just say, yes, sir. You know, you don't start cussing at them. I'm saying this is the same thing I'm doing now.
That is true.
Today, I'm saying it's a new... All joking aside,
right. You know what,
it's new slavery. And same time to think.
I gotta concur with you on a situation that just happened today.
Okay.
I was at a site and we're doing a job for a African American lady who is very affluent, and she's moved into a community where they don't necessarily want her, but she can afford to be there and she should be there. Yeah. Because she's paid for this house and she's an amazing woman. Well, I was there to check on the job.
Okay.
And all these 3 white guys coming out me sideways. They were like, so what are you doing over here? I was like, we're cutting a tree down. You know, and so I was upset, and one of my guys saw what was going on. So the guy starts asking about the tree. Did we have the permit? Which we did. Right. And finally I got tired of the line of questioning. I was like, excuse me, who are you? Oh, well, I'm the president of... I was like, okay, fine. If you're the president, you already know we've got a permit. Why are you harassing this lady?
He was the president
of the HOA. I was like, why are you harassing this lady? I said, from what I understand, since she moved in this community, you and your little cronies over here keep bothering her. And I was like, and you know what? I don't know you from Adam, but you're not going to do it with me standing here. And so one of my guys saw me getting more and more riled up, and he's kind of more passive. He's like, Donnie, let's just listen, let them talk. Just let them talk, because they're gonna call the police, and we don't need this. Just let it go. And I was like, call the police. I don't care. Call the police. You know,
you the kind of get people in trouble.
Exactly.
And then you need people like me that's like, look.
And he was like, Donnie, it's not worth it. That's what he said. Look, it ain't that serious.
Everything on my record ain't clean. All right. No. Just saying. No, you ain't got to bring the car. You ain't got to bring the folks in.
So
look,
what
think about that. Because if they call them, we can't do the job anyway. I'm gone. So I'm just saying, hey,
that is not what he was saying.
Use your words.
No, Marty. So anyway, I'm saying that to say you do need people in a community, and especially back then, that were like, hey, this is not the battle you want to fight right now. And honestly, sometimes, and I did pull back some. They still called
the police on y'all. But
I did pull back and talked a little bit softer and more reasonable.
And being honest, all joking aside,
I still got my point across.
There are different roles that different
I didn't get arrested. No,
they're different. Those little guys left though. But there's different roles that you have to play.
Yeah.
And you need to play because, you know, we're speaking to young men now, okay, who are angry, who really want to go against the grain, and really want to stand up to the cops and everything. And it's like, that's how you're getting shot.
Okay.
I need you to use your mind. Okay, use your words. You know, stop being so aggressive. Listen, okay?
Okay.
Because you're a 6'9" or 6'3" guy, and you're coming at this officer aggressively, and you're not trying to hear them, and you're just talking out the side of your neck.
Right.
Look, this is new slavery.
Right.
Don't give them a reason to lock you up, to shoot you, or do anything. Use your words. You know, now, if you'd have got involved in something, or somebody got involved into something, it ain't cool to spend 6 years.
It's not.
Because I ain't gonna snitch on my boy.
Right.
Your boy broke into that restaurant, or that store or that house, and you was sitting out there looking out.
Right.
They caught you, and you're gonna do 6 years for him?
Right.
No.
I see what you said.
I will be the snitch. I'm sorry.
Okay, but you know what, guys? Audience, I want you guys to check something out. What he is saying is 100% true in this aspect, because there are certain instances when you need to just step back and chill so you can survive, so you can live another day to make a difference.
You know? Be the one in the back of the cop car. Let's get out of here. I'm going to be Harriet Tubman. Yeah. We're going to break ourselves out of here. Let us free.
But listen what I said. Today, I realized that I did need to pull it back a little bit, because there was no reason for me to be all up in arms. We're talking about a tree, we're talking, but I just was upset because I felt like these group of guys was ganging up on this lady because they were upset about an African-American affluent woman moving into their community, and they had been picking on her about this permit.
Right.
And so I felt it was my duty as a fellow African-American woman to stand up. But there also comes a time when you got to know, wait a minute, I'm in this. Everybody around me is from another race.
Yep.
And
some
they
races
don't care. They don't care that I'm right. They don't care that
you was in the minority side of the races.
I was in a different part of Atlanta. And so I needed to step back because I knew whatever police that showed up wasn't going to be very sensitive to my side, because they are concerned about people of color moving into these communities.
But here's something that I get talked about when I ask these questions, okay?
Right.
If that was not an African-American woman that was getting picked on, would you have had that same passion?
The only reason why, dude, she was the only African-American in that community.
But see,
and this has been going on for 2 months, and I knew that's why they were picking on her.
But it shouldn't have been because she was African-American that you stood up for her. You should have stood up for her because
they wouldn't have been picking on her if there was other people in that subdivision that got trees cut down without going through what she had to go through.
I agree with that. I'm saying my thing is, I don't never want to just help somebody because, well, they're black. I want to help them out.
What the heck?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Marty,
just because there's a person that's
we have voting rights because somebody did stand up for us.
Right. I'm not saying that don't stand up for them. I'm saying,
what
but
are you saying?
Don't make that the only reason that I'm so passionate.
Well, no, I stand up for. I stand up against it. I stand up for the LGBT. I stand up for injustice. I stand up against people, for the immigrants, the Jewish, the LGBTQ people, the skinny black dudes. I stand up for everybody.
You stand up for healthy black ladies too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm a healthy black lady. But no,
yeah. I know.
Why are we gonna even go there? Okay. I love y'all, and since he mentioned it, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna bring it up.
Okay.
I love Lizzo.
I do too.
However, there's no need for you to be at a family event showing your booty. First of all, at a family event.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a family event.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me repeat this. I love Lizzo.
Yes.
She can do what she is, a grown woman. She can do whatever she wants to. But I have kids, and I want to teach my kids to do better.
Yeah.
I love Lizzo, but at the same time, I don't want to be 250 pounds, 300 pounds, because it's not healthy. Period. And she done got into this ticking for back and back with this fitness lady. And the truth of the matter is, we are dying from diabetes. You do not get that big just from being a vegetarian and eating all the healthy foods and the lean proteins and lean fish and chicken and eating and getting a fair amount of exercise. You get that way by unhealthy eating habits. And so because there's so much disease in our community that is directly attributed to what we put in our mouth, and I'm one of those people that struggles with my weight also, we need to get to a point where we can say, listen, I love me some Lizzo, but listen, we do need to be healthy. We do need to help work on our weight. We do need to address diabetes in our community. We do need to address the fact that carcinogens and all these other chemicals that are in foods that we overconsume can affect our health indirectly. I mean, directly and indirectly, and we need to do something about it. So, with that said, I'm a stand up for her because she does have a right to do what she wants and be who she is. But I also have a right as the mother of a girl or two girls that have to be, that I want to see them be healthy. I want them to be fit, and I want them to take care of themselves so that they don't have the same situations that I have struggled with, because I know I want better for them.
Right. I can understand that. I'm saying,
and that's all I got to say.
I have nothing against her one way or another. You know, I'm happy that, you know, she is happy about who she is. And
I think that's beautiful.
You know, I just say, you know, I wish she would be, you know, just a little bit more tasteful in certain things. You know,
I guess that's what I'm saying.
You know, because I'm saying that's a whole lot of meat out there, and that's just, you know. And sometimes I was about to eat dinner, and then the video come up and just lose appetite. And I need to eat. You know,
right.
And I know I could turn the TV, and certain things like this, if people were really promoting smoking cigarettes like it's the new thing and just accept yourself by smoking, people be talking about that all the time.
Absolutely.
You know, so you're saying that I'm obese and I'm fine with being obese and I'm comfortable with my bigness. Sometimes it's like, now, what kind of image are you saying?
What kind of image are you saying?
Know?
Exactly.
Now, granted, everybody can't be Barbie.
Right,
you know, and everybody shouldn't try to be Barbie.
And also
except
keep
who
in
you
mind,
are.
just because you're overweight doesn't mean you have diabetes.
Right.
Okay, so we must address that. So that is true. You can be obese and not have diseases, but it's still not good for your heart. It's still not good for your health.
But
you know what I mean?
Be who you are, but
be who you want to be. But let's keep it 100.
Yeah,
there used to be a time
tasteful.
there used to be a time in our community where it was very looked upon to be classy, and you kept yourself together, and you handled your business and your stuff whatnot.
Right.
It used to be, my grandma was a very classy, elegant woman. I want to go back to those days.
Yeah, right. I'm saying, like, if you got to have a bra on your back, you know, you shouldn't be that proud about that. That's all I'm saying. That's just my opinion. Anyway, we got to get out of here.
Did he just say that?
If you got a comment, hit us up at 1-888-349. That's my spiritual moment right there. You call us at 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-DONI. And we will talk to y'all next week.
Yeah, y'all.
Right, bye.
Bye.
Hey, got a comment about the show? Give us a call at 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-3664.
Hey, write this number down. 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. Have you ever thought about having a produced commercial for your next event? Your church anniversary, birthday, family reunion, or if you just need some production work done? VAST Productions can help. We're an audio video production house specializing in making your audio and video dreams come to life. Thinking about a family documentary or a church history story? Call us at 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278. VAST Productions has over 20 years of production experience, and we're ready to work for you. To get started, just call 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278.
Hey, I'm Donnie the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service and author of From Failure to Fabulous. From Failure to Fabulous is my opportunity to share with you my trials and tribulations of growing a tree service or growing a small business and making it successful by overcoming adversity, and also giving you some tidbits on what you can do on a day-to-day basis to achieve your dreams and be the best that you can be. And you can find us on Amazon. You can go to Donnie Jones Live. Anywhere that books are sold, you should be able to find us.
Hey, this is Marty McFly, and real quick, I want to invite you to join me in ministry. Yeah, seriously, I want you to join me in ministry. It's called Turning Point. Log on to YouTube and type in Turning Point. You should see a picture of me pop up there, you know, me in my little robe doing my thing. But anyway, type in Turning Point, push play, check it out, and if you like it, subscribe. All right? And I hope it'll be a blessing to your life, too.
Now, back to more Donnie Jones Live with Donnie and Marty McFly.
Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live.